Hi, just a quick follow-up to the previous video on the Home Assistant install. I've got it running no problems. I'll tell you how in a second. It is drawing, well, it just jumped up. I swear it was sitting at 8, there we go, sitting at 8, God, it was sitting at 8.8 watts forever. So yeah, it's around about 8.8 watts idle at the Home Assistant prompt on the T6 30 here, so that's not too shabby. But somebody in the comments said if I try this T620, here it is, for those playing along at home, if you want to see inside the T620, they said this might be lower power consumption. So yeah, I'll give that a go. You can see that the heat sinks are considerably smaller, isn't it? So you would imagine it's going to be using less power, perhaps. We've only got the one M.2, that's 16 gig. Oh, that's smaller. Bugger. So that does look significantly simpler than the oh, is that a heatsink running under there as well? That's interesting. Anyway, yeah, I'll try that out. But, okay, for those, how I got it running, obviously, thank you for all those who tried to help. And for those who complained that, Dave, you didn't read the Home Assistant instructions, you idiot. Yes, I did. I read the Home Assistant instructions. Yes, they're excellent. But no, they did not tell me what I wanted to do, which was to transfer a Home Assistant install from the external USB stick to the internal solid-state drive. That's what I was trying to do. And the instructions do not tell you how to do that. That's why, at that point, I had two options. One is to try and Google the damn thing, right? And I end up going down some bloody Reddit thread rabbit hole or some forum thing where, I don't know, if I might get lucky, people might tell me that, oh, that's not possible, or do it this way, or something. Or I could spend a couple of minutes and try Grok, try a large language model, and to see if there was any solution for that. And you know, it's not like I spent hours on the large language model. It was worth a shot, just taking a couple of minutes. It gave me various suggestions, and I said, oh, this one doesn't work. It gave me another one, another one, another one, another one. And I tried, like, you know, 4 different ways or something, and it turns out none of them worked. But I don't think it was the large language model hallucinating. I think it was technically possible in a previous build for some previous builds of Home Assistant, but it turns out it is not possible, as far as I'm aware. I don't know, leave it in the comments down below, but for Home Assistant, it is not possible from the Home Assistant prompt. It doesn't have the Linux tools installed in there, whatever it is, right? It doesn't have the tools installed, the format tools. It doesn't have the, you know, the transfer. It doesn't have all those Linuxy command line tools that from the Home Assistant prompt, you can't actually transfer this OS from the external drive to the internal drive. It's not possible. So all I did to get it working was to simply remove the solid-state drive, whack it in my desktop. It was a bit annoying because I had to remove one of my cards there to get access to the slot, had to remove my other thing, but I whacked it in there, and bam, I just used Ballerina Etcher to transfer that over. And oh yes, everyone's now telling me, oh, what did you use Ballerina Etcher for? They steal your data. Oh God, I can't bloody win. People tell me to follow the Home Assistant instructions, which tells me to use the Ballerina Etcher, and then I've got people telling me, oh no, don't do that, it's ridiculous. Oh, use bloody what's a whoop whoop something. Anyway, for future reference, for those trying to do this, it is just way simpler to simply remove the drive, put it in another machine, and install it that way. Yes, I'm aware that I could have installed a Linux boot thing on a USB stick and then plugged it in and then formatted this drive for a Linux install or whatever, and then tried to install this over. Oh, it's just no. Simply, it was easier for me to simply remove that, whack it in the other one, use the exact procedure they tell you on the Home Assistance thing, use Ballerina Etcher to transfer the image over, and Bob's your uncle. It just works. So, yeah, let me just transfer this over to here and see what the power consumption is. Well, this is a pain in the ass. The little plastic clip thing does not want to screw in here at all. And it's got this stupid little clip. Well, it's actually a very nicely designed clip, but as it turns out, it just doesn't want to line up at all. Urgh. Let me use this one, which looks identical, except it's black instead of blue. That came from the other. That came from the other one. Oh, that looks like it might do it. Yeah. No. Yes. That one does it. Okay. Can anyone explain why this blue clip is different from this black clip, please? I just had this fall out. I swear I didn't touch anything. It just fell out from somewhere. Bueller. What is that? I don't know. I'll leave it out. I assume it's not required for electrical function. Actually, I do find it interesting how they've got this shielding cage over the 2 memory slots here. Not sure why that's required for EMC stuff. It's got the same, shielded backing on it as the other model. So I'm not sure what's doing there. It's not for heat sinking. It's for EMC, but yeah. Oh, bloody studio lights. There you go. During boot, 12 watts. It looks like it's it's going through. Yeah, it's booting, no problems. Oh, down to 7. Down to 7. It could be lower consumption. Let's see what we get when we get to the get to the prompt, shall we? Waiting for Home Assistant command line to be ready. I don't remember that last time. Yep, there we go. Supervisor startup. Yep, we're good to go. We're at the prompt. And that's settling to like 11-ish, 11 and a half, peaking. Oh no, just down. Oh, come on, what's it doing? It's not like Windows, like it's got. Oh, there we go. It is down to 7.5. There you go. So that must be the maybe the processor throttling or whatever. So yeah, that is a watt less. So that is worthwhile, I guess. A watt is a watt, or just like 1.3 watts or whatever it is. So yeah, that is technically less. And yeah, I don't need all the power of the 630. So the T620 here, that'll do the business just fine by the looks of it. So yeah, no worries. I'll stick with that. So there you go, that's just a follow-up video explaining what I was trying to do there. Because I think a lot of people didn't realise what I was trying to do there. And technically, but leave it in the comments down below, it's not actually possible in this build of Home Assistant from this prompt. If you're running this from an external USB drive you've got it installed, I don't think it's possible to transfer that from that USB, the OS from that USB stick to the internal SSD without another Linux boot USB stick, and then you can format the drive and everything. It's not possible to do it from the Home Assistant prompt. So there you go. Lesson learned. So there you go in the comments. Don't be too hasty to jump to conclusions. I was ultimately right. It wasn't possible to do this thing, and it wasn't in the instructions on the Home Assistant website. Catch you next time.